This bag has been the most controversial. Hello, 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 hello. Yvette Sojourner here. Yvette Sojourner here. Welcome. Listen, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. How's all the skin is going to be spread across the YouTubeverse and the interweb. This is a place and a space where luxury meets authenticity. Oh my goodness. This video is one that I cannot say I expected to create. Okay, I'm gonna start with that. Because it came out of nowhere. But I had to hit record because it was necessary. It was definitely necessary. This has been, hands down, the most, I don't want to say controversial, but I will say talked about bag when it comes to my channel. Yes, my Kelly Elan that I picked up in Marseille, France, while I was there on vacay for 2 months. I did not expect this bag to have such an impact on everyone. I just did not. I was not prepared. That's the best way to put it. I was not prepared for the discussion that was going to take place. First off, Hubs and I were on our road trip going to Monte Carlo, and we popped over to Marseille on our way back countryside France to our home there. When we were in Marseille, we were exhausted, did not know what to expect, but out of nowhere, I discovered there was an Hermes. Yes, listen, I say out of nowhere because I was not looking. It just happened that we got there, we were thinking, what can we do just to kill some time? And boom, I found an Hermes boutique. I did not anticipate this. We go there, do some shopping, not thinking anything. I was more focused on a Paris appointment than anything else. And I was offered a couple bags. This was one of the bags that I was offered. And this is the one that I accepted. I was very skeptical about accepting this bag because I did not want to mess up my chance or opportunity to get a bag in Paris. I just did not. I unboxed this bag in the castle that we popped in after we left Marseille. I think that's about the time. I just brought all the packages with me and unboxed everything in the castle. This bag, when it was presented to me by the SA in Marseille, he said that the color was Bordeaux and that the leather was Chevre. This is what was presented to me. I said the same thing in my video. And my people, you all showed up and showed out. You did. I'm not mad at it. I appreciate it because this is what gets our community to talk, but also grows our community. So let me share some of the comments. One was, "Dear, please check your receipt because the bag is in Veau Madame. No way, this is Chevre." That was the first comment. And this got me to thinking because I don't know everything when it comes to Hermes and the leathers and the colors and the entire process. I am fairly new to all of this. So every offer that I get, every visit that I make to the boutique, I am learning something. And yes, a lot of my knowledge comes from the essay because if they share it with me, I can use that information. But I am learning that sometimes you have to check your receipt. So I checked the receipt, and yes, you were correct. The leather of this bag is not Chevre. So in my video, in the review or unboxing, I say that it is more in between the Chevre and the Epsom, but I wasn't really sure. I'm happy that I said that because yes, this is Madame. I think it's Veau Madame. I will put the information below, as always. That was the first comment. I swear to you, I'm laughing because you all, I love it. I just love it. I love the fact that you came to my defense. You came to assist, not attack. I am happy. I felt so appreciative in that moment that I have such a caring following. The second comment was, congrats on a beautiful bag. Can't wait for you to rock the bag. I'm afraid the texture of the leather reminds me of Madame, not Chevre. Maybe your receipt shows you wrong. Listen, it wasn't the receipt. It was the essay. And I don't know. I take them at, I can't say that. Let me step back for a second. When an essay shares information with me, if it's not my essay, just any essay, I'm learning that they don't have all the answers all the time. They don't know everything. Just the same with store managers. They are human, okay? That's what I will put forth and say. I've had a couple of scenarios where there was information that was provided that was not correct, but they did do the research and they did resolve the situation and correct themselves. So I want to make sure that's clear. I do not go into the Hermes boutique thinking, oh my gosh, this person is going to know every single thing when it comes to ready to wear, to the leather goods, to because that's not always the case. Sometimes some essays specialize in a specific area, but then also there are times when things just happen. Life happens, okay? So I'm not saying this to excuse all essays. I'm just saying there are moments, right? And then there was this comment. It is Veau Madame ? Looking forward to your opinions on that and other leathers. So this person just was curious. They did not watch the video. This was from the YouTube community post. If you are not watching and following that board, my YouTube community post, you definitely should, because there's always good information on there. So yes, the person saw the picture of it and asked the same exact question everyone else was asking. So you are correct. This was Madame, Veau Madame. It was not Chevre. Yes, the second comment. This is really helpful. So you know Constance also can be delicate. Chevre can start looking beat up after a little while. See, I did not know that. Thank you for sharing that information with me. And a Constance and Epson can show severe creasing on the flap. Just make sure you don't open the bag all the way. See this right there, that information sharing, that is so important because I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. I don't actually know anyone who does, okay? So the more we can share, be it in the video, in the comments, the more informed we can be when we show up to the boutiques, okay? So I did go and pull my receipt. Yes. I keep all of my receipts. I pulled my receipt, I looked at it, and I just was like, oh my gosh. Not only is the leather not Chevre, but the color on the receipt says Rouge H, okay? This is not something anyone really commented on. Someone was just saying how Bordeaux is a very rare color. So it made me wonder if it is really Bordeaux. And yeah, I don't know. I looked up the difference between Rouge H and Bordeaux, but for me, I am a visual learner, so I would need to see them side by side and potentially also touch them because that's just how I am. Is it Bordeaux? I don't know, but I can say on the receipt it says Rouge H. So I am going to retract my statement that it was Bordeaux from the unboxing and say this is Rouge H in a Veau Madame. Okay, if I'm pronouncing that right, henceforth I'm just going to say Madame. Okay, so that's the leather. The leather is Madame. The color is Rouge H. according to the receipt. So the person who was like, dear, please check your receipt because the bag is Veau Madame. No way, this is Chevre. She actually followed up because we started to have a real good discussion, and you could definitely still see it in the comments. I do not remove comments unless they are not moving the conversation or discussion within our community forward. And if it's bringing it down, listen, no one's gonna rob us of our joy, not even in the comments, okay? I watch these things. I'm always reading. So all you know, I am always reading the comments. So she responded with another comment, and the comment is, Yvette Sojourner, well, your essay, okay. She responded with another comment, and it was after I said what I just said, shared with you about, you know, essays make mistakes, so on and so forth. I was just applying grace because we never know. But I feel her response is one that should be shared. So let's get into this comment. Oh my goodness. Yvette Sojourner, well, your essay works for Hermes and you do not. So why should you be required to be an expert to have some exigence at purchasing Savoir d'Excellence? Question mark. Listen, she went all in. They have loads of trainings and they can check their data before speaking. This is simply being professional. I'm not that tolerant towards this kind of mistake. My opinion only. Thanks for sharing your passion. Listen to me. Listen, okay? She is absolutely correct. She is absolutely correct. There is only so much we should have to tolerate when it comes to these luxury brands. We are giving our hard-earned monies to these boutiques, okay? So they should show up fully and professionally. At the same time, I still feel, you know, there's a lot of grace to be applied, but I do stand behind her. And I even responded to her and said that I will definitely be channeling that energy henceforth, because it's so easy to forget as we're acquiring these Hermes handbags that there's so much more to this than making a purchase. There's so much more. There's loyalty, because we have to continue to show up. We have to continue to provide funds in order to get these items, right? So it should be an exchange, right? If we're giving our funds, we're giving our energy, we're giving our time, we're giving all of ourselves because we're passionate and we believe in this designer, then we should definitely get something back. And at the least, it should be knowledge of the designer they're working for, whomever the designer may be, because this is not only applicable to Hermes, but in this instance, it just so happened to be Hermes. We deserve top-notch professionalism when we are in these spaces. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, because, you know, I want to say, well, maybe this is because it's the US, but this didn't happen in the US. This happened in France. And I think that makes it even worse in a sense, because it's like, yes, they are sent, they are trained, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, some of the individuals are seasonal. I don't know if this individual is seasonal or not. What I do know is when I visited Monte Carlo, which is what I do every year, my essay there, when we first met him, he was seasonal, but now he is full-time staff. See, I don't know. This is why I apply grace. It's not because I'm trying to get on their good side and trying to just do anything to acquire a bag. It's not that at all. It's not that at all. It's more so the fact that I'm human and I know they are too. Like, yes, they will have expertise in certain things, but I don't expect Hermes essays have expertise on everything, because I just cannot see anyone being able to hold that amount of knowledge unless it was the individual who's created all of this, okay? This is just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I think that there is a good medium when it comes to that, right? I feel that, yes, we should show up and expect what we expect because we're giving it all. So we should have a level of expectation. But at the same time, things happen. So yeah, I'll let you choose. We should definitely discuss this more in the comments. Who knew my Kelly Elan would bring all this out? Like, who knew? Who even thought this would be the case? I did not. I'm not gonna lie, I did not. I was just so happy to get Kelly Elan because it's not an easy bag to acquire, and then also to be offered the shadow. And I'm just using shadow because that was also a discussion piece. Someone was saying that it's called something else. It could be a Kelly shadow, it could be a Kelly something else, or Birkin, and I just was like, henceforth, I'm just gonna say shadow. I know the essay said it was a shadow Birkin, but I've learned my lesson. I don't know because I did not purchase it. I chose this over that, and I am still very happy with this purchase. And thank you for the information about the leather itself, as far as being careful with the creasing. Did I share that? The discussion even went a little further with this, and I want to share it because it's just a very nice conversation. The person said that, seeing how you love the craftsmanship, which I do, you deserve more honesty and expertise when purchasing a bag. How could the essay miss this? It is visible with the naked eye. And I mean, it has to be, because all I did was show it in the video, and immediately she knew, and so did so many others, even in a picture. Such a shame to lack expertise on this level of a brand. And that's also why it creased. See, this is why I'm adding this comment here. The crease here, I mentioned it in the review I did. Yes, and it wasn't even packed. Like, there was only a few pieces in it, and I was amazed by the creasing. But she continues on and says, Madame, like Epsom, doesn't give when the leather is stretched, while Chevre is thicker and softer. And that is so true. Like, my mini Constance in Chevre is amazing. It is a relentless beast, even though I still have to be careful with it, right? And she goes on to say the same thing. Chevre is a more delicate skin, but gets a patina. See, I did not know any of this. I am learning. Just because I am acquiring these pieces does not mean I know everything about them. I am acquiring them and I'm learning about them slowly but steadily. And it's thanks to all of you sharing different things with me that I take my own learning to another level. The essay can share so much, but the community, yes. And listen, before I present any bag or any item, I do a ton of research because I know I'm going to get questions, but I did not anticipate, even with the research I did. I mean, when I was researching Chevre, I just kept thinking, I don't understand, this makes no sense. But I went ahead and presented it the best that I knew how. But she is absolutely hands down correct. And what she shared, and all of you who commented, even about the flap, I mean, yes, those are definitely things we need to keep in mind when it comes to the Kelly Elan and when it comes to the Constance. The same with the Kelly itself. I mean, you just have to be mindful of these items as they get older, as they age. But the wear, like if you're always going to be going in and out, I assume at some point there potentially could be some cracking. I'm not sure. This is something else that I will learn with time. I am presenting this as a way to say, even with myself, be patient, bear with, because I am learning just the same. Yes, I get bag offers. Yes, I pick up all kinds of things across the boutique, but there is not one category that I am a true expert in. Okay? Not even silk scarves, even though, look at this. Yeah, this is one I picked up in France. It's the 140, of course. Oh my God, I love this. And the color, first I was skeptical because it's like the blue. I picked this one up in Paris actually before we left. And I have to say with this top, yes. Oh my God. Oh, with my Celine jeans and a white shirt. Oh my God. So lovely. So you will be seeing, of course, all the 140s in the future. But back to this, yes, this bag has been the most discussed bag that I have gotten. And I am appreciative of it. I am forever indebted to all those who commented and shared the different bits and bobs, because I kid you not, when I went to look at my receipt, oh my God, I could just, oh my goodness, all I could do was shake my head. All I could do was shake my head. I don't know why I do not, I tell you, no, I don't always look at the receipt because sometimes the coding on the receipt does not really translate. And I don't even mean between French and English. No, I mean even in the US English, it just doesn't make any sense. And when I try to search online, I don't find much of anything. So I am not in the habit of always turning to the receipt. Henceforth, I will. When I am offered a bag, I will turn to the receipt. If I am offered a bag and I don't accept it, I will take as many notes and sneak as many pictures as I can so I can share with all of you, but just know I may not have the truth, capital T, okay? It may not be all true because things happen. I'm learning and they're learning. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I want to say that it's been embarrassing, but it really hasn't. It has been such an uplifting experience. I'm going to end there. This was just a quick chat about my new edition, my Kelly Elan. Thank you all so very much for your patience, for your information. Oh my goodness. Please keep showing up. Please keep commenting. Please keep sharing, because it's the only way I will know, but then also so many others in the community. I do not care if you're seasoned or a beginner and new when it comes to Hermes. You will be surprised at how much information you can get from others in the comments. So if you have not started going through those comments, you definitely should, okay? I just had a whole encyclopedia lesson here. And I tell you, I use the purse forum, I use Purse Bop, I use all the things when it comes to Hermes, other YouTubers to gather information, but the community, oh my God, is everything here. It is everything here. So thank you again, as always. I'll see you in the next one. In the next video, I should be doing an unboxing of the pieces I picked up from Rayona since they dropped some new items while I was in France. Yeah, it's been a while. I will be sharing those pieces that I picked up with all of you. And actually, another item that they recently dropped as well. So until then, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for always showing up. Until next time.